Hi guys, and welcome back to Lacey and Kids. Today I'm going to be answering a few questions to help everybody get to know my family and I. Let's just get started. Our middle names. My middle name is Kaylin. My fiance's middle name is George. Our 10-month-old baby Caden's middle name is also George. And our 10-year-old's middle name is Jason. Our favorite holiday would have to be, well, the kids really enjoy Christmas, but other than that, probably the 4th of July, because what boys don't like blowing up fireworks? Tyler is actually in 3rd grade, but his last day of school is in 2 days, so he will be moving on to 4th grade here shortly. Have we ever been out of the country? We have not, and I would love to go to Italy, but I don't know if that's ever going to happen. It's definitely one of my dream vacations, though. Our birthdays. My birthday is November 17th. My fiance's birthday is November 3rd. Our 10-year-old's birthday is February 18th, and our 10-month-old's birthday is July 8th. Tyler's favorite outdoor activity, probably riding his bike. Other than that, like riding dirt bike, going fishing, going camping. He's a typical boy. He loves all the outdoor things. Sorry, I'm looking at a note sheet here with all my questions on it. Do we have any pets, and what are their names? We actually have a ton of pets. We have 3 cats, 1 bearded dragon, and 1 fainting goat. Our cats' names are Nugget, Marley, and Wicca. Nugget and Marley are both boys, and Wicca is our girl. I've had her forever. She's actually my childhood cat. Our bearded dragon's name is Steve, but he's kind of boring. He's a little bit mean, so we just kind of leave him in his cage and feed him and look at him. We don't handle him too often because he tries to bite everybody, and he is like 2 feet long now and full grown. Our fainting goat's name is Jimmy, and he is a new addition to the family. We actually got him right after Mother's Day. And he is still a baby, so he's just now getting into the stage where he's actually able to faint when he gets scared, which isn't actually fainting. They just kind of seize up and play dead like a possum. It's a defense mechanism. Do we have any siblings? I have 2 sisters. Kimberly is 7 years older than me, and Tabitha is 9 years older than me. Donnie has 4 siblings. He's the oldest, so all his siblings are younger than him, and he has Chrissy is right under him, then Sue, then Brandon, and then the youngest is Kimmy, and she is like 21, so they range from age 33 to 21, so they've got a decent age gap between the oldest and the youngest there. What does Donnie do for work? He is a subcontractor, and he does like all sorts of flooring, but he can basically build a house, so he does anything. His favorite thing to do is flooring and masonry with like stonework and stuff like that. But he has worked for contractors before, building houses and doing things like that. He does painting, he's a jack of all trades. He can pretty much do anything. He knows how to do plumbing and electrical. He doesn't have a certification for electrical or anything like that, so he can't like go and hook up from the power lines to the house, but overall, he can basically build me an entire house. What's my favorite store? That's a good one. It depends what I'm buying. Honestly, I love Target, like any typical girl, but it is a little bit more expensive. Recently, I've discovered the Dollar Tree where everything's $1, and I actually really love going to that store. What's Tyler's favorite subject in school? He really enjoys math, but if you ask him, his favorite subject would be something funny like recess or gym, but like overall with the basic subjects like math and social studies and science and reading, he really enjoys math. He likes science too when they do experiments and things, but he does the best with math. What is our favorite restaurant? I absolutely love the Longhorn Steakhouse. Their Parmesan crusted chicken is to die for. My fiance really enjoys that place too. We don't really go there very often. Another one that we really enjoy is the Texas Roadhouse, which is basically right next door to it, so we kind of switch it up between the two. Favorite colors? My favorite color is purple. Honestly, I can't tell you everybody else's favorite color because there's changes all the time. I mean, a 10-year-old is constantly changing what he likes, and my fiance pretty much likes any color. He doesn't particularly care what color anything is. I mean, right now the truck he drives is like a deep purple, so he really doesn't care what color anything is. My favorite YouTubers. This is a hard one. I follow a ton of daily vloggers and family channels, but the ones that I've been following for years now has to be Daily Bumps. I've been following them since Ollie was like 6 months old, maybe a little bit younger than that. They have the most adorable children. I also really love Ellie and Jared. I've been following them for like, well, since they found out they were pregnant with Calvin, so about 2.5 years, I think. Maybe a little more than that. I love Jess Fam. She is probably the first person that I started regularly following on YouTube when I discovered all of the family channels and everything. She's actually where I got the name Caden for my son. I heard it from her for the first time and I absolutely loved it. One of her twins is Caden. I also love to follow Brittany and Baby and Mommy ECT. She has a son who is 4 days older than my 10-month-old, and I really enjoy to watch her and see how her son's developing and just kind of compare. I mean, I know all kids develop at different rates, but I really enjoy having someone who is going through the same kind of stuff that I might be going through at that time with development in babies and things like that. And it's kind of a good way for me to step back and take a deep breath and be like, whew, it's okay, you're doing the best you can when my 10-month-old is teething. It's great to see that I'm not the only one that has to deal with that. My favorite food. That is a hard one. I've been trying to be really good and eat healthy and lose a little bit of my weight because I still am working on the baby weight that I have. But my all-time favorite food is brownies. If something has brownies in it, I will eat it. It is my weakness. I cannot do anything about it. You give me ice cream with brownies, it's gonna be gone. My favorite actors. I have always loved Jim Carrey and Johnny Depp. They are two of my favorite actors ever. Any movie that has them in it, guarantee I'm gonna love. My favorite drink. For a while there I was drinking Coca-Cola, but I have since tried to stop with the soda and I have felt so much better. I only really drink water now. Growing up, that's mostly what I drank and it is super refreshing to me. I love drinking a bottle of really cold water right out of the fridge or ice water in a cup with some ice. I love it. What kind of phone do I have? I have the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge. It's hard, it's a mouthful. It's hard for me to remember what it's called. It's the one that has the slanted screen right here. And I actually bought this phone on Amazon used, and so far it's my favorite phone. I have had an iPhone before and I used it for over a year and I enjoyed it. I really did like my iPhone, but since switching back to Android, I realized that I do like that much better. Sports. Did we play any sports? I have never played sports. I have never really been into sports. I have never really been all that much of an active person. I pretty much hated gym class. And I don't really watch any sports until my 10-year-old got into sports. Now, when he's playing something, obviously I go sit in the stands and cheer him on. My fiance, I believe, played baseball for a very short period of time and wrestling for a very short period of time, but he's never really been too into actually playing sports, team sports of any sort either. Tyler, however, he loves playing sports, no matter what it is. He's done wrestling for 2 years now. He got kind of bored with it in the end of this year because it has a ton of practices and a ton of matches, and he did not have time for anything else. He played baseball last year in the summer, and he loved it, but he absolutely loved it, but we can't do it this year because we're planning on doing like a little bit of vacationing to the other side of the state here and there, and we don't want to have to switch his schedule around and worry about having to be back for baseball and all that kind of stuff. So he agreed that he would much rather just go and visit family and have a good relaxing summer. He also is into Boy Scouts, which isn't really a sport, but it's like an extracurricular activity outside of school. His Boy Scout group doesn't really do too much right now. However, I know it's going to pick up in the summer. He's got a couple of camps he's gone to so far, but he only just started it last year. And he is actually a Weebelo now in Cub Scouts. How tall are we? I am 5'4". My fiance claims to be 5'5", but he has actually broken his back before. He shrank a lot, and I'm pretty sure he's like 5'3", because he's about an inch shorter than I am, but he doesn't admit it ever. Tyler is, I don't even remember, like 4'5" or something. He comes up to my shoulder. Maybe he's like 4'9", probably, something like that. And my 10-month-old, at his 9-month-old appointment, he was 2'4", I think. Yeah, 2'4¼ My favorite animal. That is a tough one. I absolutely love basically all animals. But I think my favorite pet to have has to be my cats. I've always had cats and I love them. But I absolutely love horses. I love my fainting goat. He is funny and has an incredible personality, which is weird to say about a goat, but it's true. He has a personality. I also really love raccoons. I think they're adorable, and I would love to have a pet raccoon someday, but that's kind of unlikely. Also, hedgehogs. I really want a pet hedgehog eventually. I basically just want to have like a small, weird animal zoo. It's my goal in life, I'm pretty sure. And have I ever broken a bone? When I was 3 years old, I fell down the stairs because I was hopping and not listening to my mom about holding the railing. And when I fell, I fractured something in my elbow joint, and I was in a cast for a while. My fiance, like I said, has broken his back, and his fingers, and his toes. I have also broken toes. My 10-year-old has broken fingers and toes doing some interesting things while he's out playing. I don't even know how he manages to injure himself, but 10-year-old boys, they do whatever they want to. And my baby has not broken anything yet, and we plan to keep it that way as long as possible. But he is a boy, and it would not surprise me if he had a broken bone eventually. And that is all that I have on my list. I hope that answers some questions and everybody had enjoyed getting to know us. If you have any other questions, you can leave them in the comments, and I'll be sure to make a Q&A video eventually. In case anybody was wondering, this is one of my cats. This is Nugget, and he is massive. He's about 20 pounds. He's a little bit obese, but we love him. And thank you for watching. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and be sure to hit that subscribe button. And we will be posting more videos similar to this and all sorts of family videos over the summer as we do fun activities. Thank you. Bye.